going to talk about Relay for Life, which is coming up in just a few more months. Gail Crutchfield is back with us. She is the publicity chairman for Relay for Life in Cullman. Haley Markle is with us, and you're with the American Cancer Society. Yes. Well, let's bring things up to date. Gail, let me start with you. Let's talk about sponsorships that are available, and what do people get to be a sponsor?
Okay, well, we are not right now taking sponsorships through March 10th, I believe is the date, and we have different levels of sponsorship available, starting at $250, which will get you a yard sign that's put out at Relay for Life, and everybody who's there at Relay for Life, which is thousands of people, will see that sign. And that goes up to $10,000 for the presenting sponsorship, and that gets you the largest logo on the back of our t-shirt and on every banner and every sign that we post anywhere for Relay for Life.
We also have, like Gail said, the banners. We also have the yard signs. We have online representation as well. We get it on our logo, we get it on the websites. We have it on Facebook. Every outlet that we have, that's what we do. Now, 500 gets your name on the shirt, 1,000 gets your logo on the shirt. Now, as the sponsorship packets increase, there's more that comes with that. So if you're interested, please let us know, and we can get that out there to you, the information.
So you literally have price packages for just about anybody's budget.
Yes, we do, and any donation helps. Even if you can't be a sponsor, your volunteer time or any donation really helps. I mean, every dollar counts when it comes to cancer.
Haley, let's talk about the American Cancer Society. I was thinking about saying, tell us what they do, but that may take us all day long. Let's talk about specifically some of the programs with the American Cancer Society.
One of the programs that is the most, I would say, easy to reach out when you don't know where to go. You can call our 1-800 number, and you can ask any question you like, ask for any information, and you speak to someone one-on-one that can help guide you to where you need to go. We also have the cancer.org website. It covers all things regarding cancer, whether it be preventative or health-related or different types of cancer or treatment as well. So that's a great outlet if maybe you don't want to speak to someone and just want to grab some information. We have the clinical trial matching service. So that's part of where our research comes in to help you match what's best appropriate if there is a clinical trial out there for you as far as research is concerned. We have the Road to Recovery program. And the Road to Recovery, when you're out in a brand new city, and that's where you're getting your treatment, you have to worry about transportation, especially in a city that you don't know. Well, the Road to Recovery program provides free transportation to and from your treatment. So you can just focus on your well-being in that aspect. We have the Look Good, Feel Better program that's related to the side effects of the appearance-related issues in regards to treatment and cancer, as far as wigs and makeup and how to apply it, because different things change with the treatment. We have the Patient Navigator program, and that helps guide patients through their cancer experience as well as families. It's not just for patients, it's also for the caregivers, the loved ones, to just guide them in anything they need. We have the Reach to Recovery program. Now, that is related more towards breast cancer patients getting matched with breast cancer survivors so that they're able to have that one-on-one experience of what they're going through. We have the I Can Cope program. Now, that's classes to help for during and after treatment, to get more of that one-on-one if you wanted to do a group setting. Then we have the Cancer Survivor Network, and that gets patients and families in touch with others that are maybe going through the same situation, to connect with them, to tell their stories and give support. So those are the programs. But we also have Hope Lodge, and it's an amazing program, and I'm going to let Gail speak about that. So since she's been there and gotten to see firsthand as a volunteer what all it provides.
And Gail, you saw Hope Lodge in Birmingham?
In Birmingham, that's the only one right now in Alabama. Fundraising, some of the fundraising efforts by ACS and Relay for Life will go to help or hopefully build others in Alabama, maybe up in Huntsville one day. But Hope Lodge is a free lodging service for cancer patients and a caregiver. If they can't afford to stay in the city where they need to go for their treatment, they can look for a Hope Lodge and see if it's there. We visited the one in Birmingham several years ago as a committee for Relay for Life and provided dinner for those people staying. I met a woman from Cullman who was staying there because she had nowhere else to go. She didn't have the funds to pay $45 a night for 6 weeks of treatment. And the Hope Lodge provides the room. It's like a hotel room, basically, for the patient and the caregiver. They get to stay together, so you have someone there to support you as you go through. There are laundry services. You don't even have to bring your soap. The soap's there. You don't have to bring anything. But your clothes is really all you need to bring. And if they don't have an opening at a Hope Lodge, ACS also partners with hotels in the areas where you can stay for a greatly discounted fee while you undergo treatment. If you haven't been there, church groups, school groups, anybody can go and take a meal to the people who are staying there, and it's a very touching visit when you go and see these people, because they appreciate all that you're doing for them, and they are happy, so happy to have that stress off of their shoulders, not knowing.
Haley, this is something that's available in many places around the country.
Yes, ACS is a global organization, but nationally there are many Hope Lodges. It's not just in Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
It just depends on where your treatment is, where your doctor refers you, and things like that. But when you hear that you've got cancer, you're just trying to not get overwhelmed
Yes.
by everything,
Yes.
all the terminology. I go here, I go there. There's a lot of resources, as well as Hope Lodge and the Road to Recovery, the Reach Recovery, that give you that support and to take that burden off of you, where you don't have to worry about where you're going to stay or the financial problems and burdens of it all. You can just focus on the wellness and getting better, and having the support system that's with you through the treatments, with you at night to support you and talk you through it. 24/7, these resources are available. They're free and confidential. So if you don't remember what your doctor said, you can call your doctor back. But if you'd like to find out more information, those resources are always out there and always available to talk to someone.
Now let's talk. Gail and I were talking before we started today, specifically, sometimes you have problems with insurance. Will it cover what I need, something like that? What does the Cancer Society do to help out there?
It would just depend really with their insurance, that person's insurance. And there are services available that you can call the 1-800 number and speak with them to see if there's anything available out there at that time. Research grants are being given. Last year, Alabama gave over $6 million last year just in research alone. And again, it's just depending on what doctor's out there doing the research. It's the same with insurance. It's just depending on what type of program you have and what services are available at that time.
I think they can also get tips from people, can't they? If they call the 1-800 line, they can get tips from someone who will tell them, maybe you can ask your insurance company this.
Yes. There's available to ask any question. I mean, any question you can think of, whether it be regards to preventative measures or treatment. As far as insurance, it's just a little overwhelming to understand the medical system.
Mm-hmm.
So
Right.
the patient navigator helps you through those resources about maybe if you want to ask this about your insurance, or will this cover, or treatment, things like that. There are just so many questions out there. The most random thing you can think of, you can ask, and we'll get you the resources you need to better understand it, but as well as make it easier for you and take that burden off.
Very good. Gail, anything else we need to touch on today?
Like Haley had mentioned research, and that is a very important part, of course, of what the American Cancer Society does. They are the second largest funder of research in the United States behind the federal government. And the federal government just now increased what they do, but still it's not enough. So more than 70% of the money raised by Relay for Life or used by ACS goes to research and the programs that we've talked about today. The next expense for them is fundraising, because it takes a little bit of money, to raise some money. And the smallest portion of the money used by ACS is for administrative costs. So almost 80 cents, 78 cents of each dollar that's given to American Cancer Society goes to fund the research and the programs that you've heard about today. So it's
Very good. Good information today. Thank you, Haley.
You're very welcome. Thank
Haley
you for having
Markle
us.
and Gail
Yes, thank
Crutchfield.
you.
And Gail, we'll talk to you again next month. I
We
think.
will, mhm.
All right.
Thank you.
You're so easy to talk to.